Good morning, cadets. Today I'll be taking up the supplementary reader Footprints Without Feet. I'll be taking up the first chapter, A Triumph of Surgery. The story has been written by James Herriot. In the story, the author recounts his experience with a pet dog Tricky who was spoiled by his rich owner Mrs. Pamphry. So the description is given. Tricky, a small dog, is pampered and overfed by his rich mistress. He falls ill and his mistress consults a veterinary surgeon. Does he perform an operation? Does the dog recover? So let us find out all these answers from the story. The textbook is before you. Tricky was a pet dog of Mrs. Pumphrey. She was a rich lady. She overfed him in, in spite of repeated warnings from Tricky's vet doctor. Due to overeating and not exercising, he fell seriously ill. He had become hugely fat and looked like a couch potato. His eyes were bloodshot, his tongue lolled from his paws. So, Mrs. Pamphry loved him so much that she overfed the dog. The doctor was called. Dr. Herriot had pulled up his car when he saw Mrs. Pamphry with her little dog on the street. The dog was very fat. Dr. Herriot was shocked to see his appearance. Tricky's vet, Dr. Herriot, suggested that Tricky be hospitalized for a fortnight to be kept under observation. He brought Tricky to his veterinary hospital for surgery. Mrs. Pamphry, she was explaining about the dog. Mr. Harriet, he seems to have no energy. I thought he must be suffering from malnutrition, so I gave him some little extra between meals to build him up, some malt, cod liver oil, a bowl of Horlicks at night to make him sleep. Nothing much really. So she had over pampered the dog and he had become obese. Mrs. Pamphry was advised by Dr. Herriot to cut down on the sweet things. But Tricky was becoming weak according to her. So she gave him his favorite cream cakes and chocolates. She gave him food at odd and irregular hours. She gave him only little walks and no exercise. So, what do we learn from it? That We should love our pets, but we should not overfeed them. In the picture itself, we can see how protective she is about her dog. The doctor advised Mrs. Pamphry to cut Tricky's food right down and to give him more exercise. Mrs. Pamphry got determined to adhere to the doctor's stern advice. Dr. Harriet watched Tricky's progress but was not satisfied. Soon after, he left eating and kept vomiting and panting. So ultimately, the doctor suggested that Tricky should be kept under the observation in his veterinary hospital. So, as you can find in the text, Dr. Harriet has suggested Tricky be hospitalized for a fortnight or 15 days and kept under his observation. And what happened when doctor suggested that? Mrs. Pamphry was distraught. Tricky would eat nothing, refused even his favorite dishes, and besides, he had bouts of vomiting. And the lady almost swooned. She said he would pine and die if he did not see her every day. But what was Dr. Harriet's reaction? But I took a firm line. Tricky was very ill, and this was the only way to save him. In fact, I thought it best to take him without delay, and followed by Mrs. Pamphry's wailings. Mrs. Pamphry, she was crying. I marched out to the car carrying the little dog wrapped in a blanket. And the whole house gathered, even the maids, and they brought all the items of Tricky, his day bed, his night bed, his favorite cushions, his toys, and rubber rings, breakfast bowl, lunch bowl, supper bowl. And the poor doctor did not have space in his car. Dr. Harriet was only worried about Tricky's health. Actually speaking, when Dr. Harriot brought Tricky to his veterinary hospital, he did not give Tricky any medical treatment. For 2 days, Tricky was given plenty of water to drink but no food. On the third day, Dr. Harriot started moving. Tricky started moving slowly. The progress was rapid. He ran about with other dogs and joined in their friendly ways. He became active like other dogs. But Mrs. Pamphry was very impatient and she rang the vet a dozen times a day for the latest bulletins. And the doctor convinced her. Now Tricky became a bit energetic. He trotted out and enjoyed the company of other dogs. He also started eating properly. You can see in the picture how Tricky is happy with the other dogs. I would like to read out from the text. He had no medicinal treatment of any kind. He discovered the joys of being bowled over, tramped over, squashed every few minutes. He became an accepted member of the gang. He had never such a time in his life. So Tricky was enjoying in the veterinary hospital. Mrs. Pamphry, she was sending many food items for Tricky, but it was consumed by the doctor. Mrs. Pamphry was sending fresh eggs, bottles of wine, and brandy. Dr. Harriet and his colleague had good days. They started their day with an extra egg, drank wine with their lunch, and brandy was drunk at night while they sat around the fire. They even felt tempted to keep Tricky as a permanent guest. That is a humor created by the author so that they will receive brandy, wine, eggs. The doctor knew that Mrs. Pamphry was missing Tricky. I knew Mrs. Pamphry was suffering, and after a fortnight, what did he do? He told her that her little dog had recovered and was awaiting collection. And what happened? Within minutes, Mrs. Pamphry came back to take her dog. When Tricky saw his mistress, he took off from the vet's arm in a big leap and sailed into Mrs. Pamphry's lap. The little dog was licking her face and barking as if asking, "Why did you leave me?" So, in the end, Mrs. Pamphry says that this is a triumph of surgery because she thought that Tricky had fallen ill and was admitted for the treatment, and Dr. Harriet has cured Tricky. So, the message the author wants to tell us is that animals should be kept in natural surroundings and should be given proper exercise. Then only they can be healthy and happy in the truest sense. We should not over pamper our pets. We should love them, but we should never over pamper the pets. Everybody loves to have pets. Have you ever thought keeping pets can be good for our health also? So, here is a slide which tells you the health benefits of keeping a pet. Pets are not just entertaining companions, they can also contribute to better health. Owning one pet involves a number of activities and natural processes that affect physical, mental, and social health in their human owners. Here are just a few of the known health benefits. So, BP is a common problem these days. Having a pet lowers blood pressure. Studies have indicated that petting an animal can lower blood pressure. Second, pets are social magnets. What do you mean by that? It means pets are magnets for social interaction. They are natural conversation starters and can be a shared interest between animal lovers. This easy ability to make new friends can help both your mental and physical health. Third benefit, it keeps older people moving and engaged. These darlings, that means pets, provide companionship and an exterior focal point for older people. Caring for pets keeps the old people or seniors physically active and socially engaged. Fourth is wonderful, it relieves depression. Everybody has some stress, tension. You can lessen your stress, anxiety, tension by keeping pets. Touching, talking to, and playing with a pet releases dopamine and endorphins, brain chemicals that are known to improve one's mood. So, dopamine and endorphins, they are the brain chemicals. So, if you touch or talk or play with the pet, it improves your mood. Fifth benefit, helps keep your heart healthy. Pets help people to live longer because of the calming chemicals that playing with domestic animals produce in the body. Sixth benefit, helps children resist allergies. Recent research suggests that children that are raised in homes with furry babies or on farms are less likely to have allergies than children born into non-pet environments. So there are a lot of benefits of keeping a pet. They are not only cute, they are good for our health also. Thank you. Have a nice day.